Welcome to Los Angeles, California. And Los Angeles is a city of 88 different cities. And this one is pretty well known. This is Santa Monica. That's the pier there. All along the coast here, you have beautiful, beautiful beaches. It's June 2014. And in June, the air starts to get dirty. So it's all very well having a lovely beach, but not much fun if the air gets muggy like this. This is the start of Route 66, which stretches from one side of America right across to the other. So now we're in Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills, and this is Fashion Central. The most expensive real estate probably in the world.
And the most expensive shopping. Not in our league at all, so you're safe here.
Good. Here they have a walk of style on the pavement. This one's Princess Grace. She said, "I believe it's right to honor all those who create beautiful things and give satisfaction to those who see me wearing them." So you can buy a handbag here. Fiamma, highlighting iconic families and their female legacies. And I've just parked my Bugatti here, and I'm going to go into the House of Biam, which they reckon is the most expensive male shopping in the world. I'm thinking of getting one of these coats and maybe some nice shoes to match. That was my neighbour's car.
When they don't have any prices on anything, that's when you know you're in trouble.
So along with Versace, I'm envisioning myself dynamically evolving in the essence of enduring style.
And this woman got it right. Your dresses should be tight enough to show you're a woman, but loose enough to show you're a lady.
Stefano Ricci over there, and Versace, Porsche design. Yes, Rodeo Drive certainly is how the other half lives.
We're on Hollywood Boulevard now, and we're looking at the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And look, they got one here for Ross Callaghan.
Oh, sounds a bit like Ross Callaghan.
He's very famous. So this place is all about star spotting, so see if you can see anybody you know walking by. Mickey Mouse over there and Minnie. There's Glenn Campbell. And this one is set up for Michael Jackson because it's 5 years ago today that he died. He's still here. There's Barbara Streisand. And that's a surprising one, Billy Graham. But we do know also Julie Andrews. Putting in a new one here for Kathy Callaghan. Very famous star seen in Hollywood. Look at that. There she goes.
So when you're famous and hopefully any good at this trade, then you get to come here to the Dolby Theatre and receive your Oscar.
Yes, right in there is where the Oscars are held every year. So she's walking her Hall of Fame. And you never really know who you're going to meet in Hollywood. Celebrities everywhere. Over there's Jack Sparrow. Johnny Depp.
Alright guys, hey Grandpa.
Hello.
Hey, how are you, man?
I'm Grandpa.
This is great, man. I am the one and only Peter Parker 5.3 from Cincinnati. I happen to be the hardest hustler there is here in Hollywood, okay? Look, this is me. That's my logo. I grew up loving Fresh Prince. It's an old school hip hop. It's not gangster rap. I'm gonna be a superstar, okay? What's your name, brother?
Ross.
Ross, I'm going to sign one for Mr. Ross. Remember, this is just me in the beginning of my journey. You're catching the star in the making is what this is, okay?
So that's going to be worth millions in days to come.
If you hate it, don't get rid of it, because when I'm done doing this, I never have to do it again.
This is going to go viral throughout New Zealand.
513, don't say my name without that 513, because I am that in the flesh. How are you, Mom? Hey, we love you here. Look, if it's okay, I'll sign that CD. I want you to leave a little donation, Mom.
Yeah, I
$4. Support a hard worker.
Here we have the Hollywood sign. Originally it was said Hollywood Land. It was there to promote sale of land up on the hill there. But in 1945 the land part was taken out. Then in 1978 it was replaced with a stainless steel version. Now it's pretty well photographed, but it's a bit hazy today. Beautiful houses here. That's Bill Cosby's house. That was Charlie Chaplin's house, but he donated it to the city. So this is where Michael Jackson passed away. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air lives up there. And down there is the Hollywood Bowl, looking out over Hollywood and Greater Los Angeles. And it's traffic, and it's June smog. And if you smoke here or you set fire to this mountain, you'll be fined $541, not $542. And right here is the birthplace of Los Angeles and its original name, the City of Angels. El Pueblo de Nuestra Señora la Reina de Los Angeles, 1781. This is the first church built in Los Angeles, and you can definitely see the Mexican mission influence here. There are a whole lot of missions were established to bring the gospel to America. And here we have an old adobe house. That's the oldest existing house in Los Angeles. It was built in 1818. Very Mexican and very American. That's Los Angeles, the city of the angels.
Gracias, bienvenidos. Buenas tardes. Se llama Gorrión.
One of the special features of Los Angeles is its beaches. The coastline along beside Los Angeles is just amazing. This is Long Beach, but this is just one of many, many beaches. And all the bodies beautiful come here. You can see they're having a pretty good time here in the summer sunshine.
So we're here at Long Beach with the wonderful Lynn Smith, who is privileged enough to live here in this gorgeous place. So tell us about this area.
We're on the Alamedas Bay right here. This is right outside my front door. Yes, I am blessed to be here. Right across the bay is Naples. Beautiful canals and homes, and you can probably see all the people enjoying the beach because it's a weekend. So it would typically look like this on a weekend. Doesn't look this busy during the week, but we'll be off to Palm Springs during the week. And this is just the beautiful city of Long Beach.
It's beautiful, and we've just had a wonderful picnic and relaxing from our journey arriving here today.
They just got here. Look at how great everybody looks. Look,
Yeah.
look. Turn the camera around, Ross, so you can see you. Doesn't he look great? See, they're wide awake and ready to go. Not really.
Let's go.
This place really is amazing. Very much how the other half live, isn't it? Everybody's just out and about doing their thing. Fantastic. Now we're in the Californian desert, just out of Palm Springs, and this is the Palm Springs tramway, and we're going to go right up to the top of those mountains up there. This should be something quite spectacular. You love going on these things, eh?
Not sure yet.
This one's pretty high though. Look how far it is up there.
That is very high. Let's see how we go.
Kathy, do you think that wire will hold me?
It better.
No, we'll be fine.
I should have lost those 20 pounds before today.
This is absolutely fantastic. 8,500 feet. Oops. Oh, we're swinging.
When you go by a tower, it swings.
And the rotates around. So we end up seeing where we come from as well. So
It's one of the most dramatic sights of our entire trip. The majestic spire of the Chino Cathedral Rock.
And this is what it's like up at the top. A long, long way down. Down there is where we came from. And then over here is the city of Palm Springs. You can definitely see how it's set in the desert. We're in Mount St. Jacinto State Park, and so at the top here, and so we're going to go for a little hike and see the beautiful scenery.
This is very nice.
Beautiful.
Downhill, that's quite
I wish you
good.
could smell the lovely trees. I love the smell.
What goes down has to come up.
That's what I'm worried about. Are you carrying me up, Ross?
Then even up the top of a mountain like this, and it's incredibly dry, you might find a meadow like this, and that's fed with melting snow, but a very fragile kind of place in the dry heat that you find in the Californian desert.
Well, I wasn't expecting this, coming up the cable car and all those rocks, and then you come here and there's beautiful trees, and there's actually a little stream here. It's dried up because it's a dry season, but it's beautiful and it smells gorgeous, and like pine cones and trees.
Wow.
Junipers.
Junipers, that's the word. Junipers.
Squirrel. Definitely worth coming to the Palm Springs aerial tramway. Fantastic. Well, here we are in Palm Springs in the desert, and today I'm going to fulfill a lifetime dream of playing on one of these absolutely amazing golf courses. Palm Springs is set up for golf, and so today we're going to play Indian Canyons. This is the North course, and as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful, so this should be absolutely wonderful for me anyway. Oh, no problem. Beautiful greens. I've been playing golf for 55 years, and in all that time I've never ever used a cart like this, so this is another first. This is doing it in luxury. This is the way the Americans do it. Should be good. Beautiful shot, straight down the middle. Missed the par. Oh, missed the next one. This course really is beautiful. The greens are magnificent, the fairways are magnificent, and all these houses, people living right on the golf course. It's quite a way of life, really. fantastic opportunity to play here.
It was one of the first private country clubs in the desert. Was built in 1961. Frank Sinatra played here, had his first invitational. The Rat Pack, all the movie stars played here. The fountain out there, the lily was donated by Walt Disney. The old starter shack, there was a direct line to the White House because Ford was a member here, President Ford.
Wow.
So there's a lot of history.
There sure is.
It's really hot here, and so you have to start at 7 o'clock in the morning and be all finished by 10:30. Green fees are only $40. You get your cart included in that, so that's amazing. And just for the record, I had 44 for the first 9, and then came home in 40. Just missed a birdie on the last one, so I had an 84. So that's pretty good for an old fella, don't you reckon? It's been such a privilege to play here at Indian Canyons. They reckon this is one of the best courses in Palm Springs, and I'm so fortunate that I've been able to play it. One of the best things we've done in America is with this little book. It's called The Passport to the National Parks. And what we do is we go to as many national parks as we possibly can. We try and get a stamp. And we've been able to come to Joshua Tree National Park and get our stamp here. And it's meant that we've been to so many interesting parts of the United States so we can get our stamp in our national parks passport. And the Joshua Tree National Park is named because of this tree, which is called the Joshua Tree. It was named by the early missionaries when they first came here into Mojave country. And they named it a Joshua tree because its branches pointed up like Joshua when he was bringing the children of Israel into the promised land. He put his arms up like that. And so now you have the Joshua tree as the symbol of this particular national park. We really are out in the desert here, aren't we? The high desert it's called, in Joshua Tree National Park. Now we're at Universal Studios in Hollywood. We're going to go for a walk down the road there, which is called City Walk. The interesting thing about Universal Studios, last time we were here they didn't have New Zealand. And guess what? They still don't have... Oh!
Say that, take that back.
Sorry, they put it in.
Yeah, hey!
New Zealand is now part of the universe.
What New Zealand on there?
Lots of food and shops here on City Walk. World Cup's on at the moment, so you can get World Cup lollies for all of the different countries. This really is a happening place, alright. Seem to remember Forrest Gump set up Bubba Gump. You can get all these shrimp products. That's where he ran. So they followed through with all of the Universal Studios movie themes on City Walk. And if you've got the time, you can go to the movies, and all of these movies are on right at the moment. We came to Universal Studios in 1997. We had such a good time here, we didn't have any time left over to do the City Walk, so it's nice to come back now and see the place. Yes. Always something going on. I suppose when most people think of California, they think of Los Angeles and places like this, and Disneyland of course. But it's been great for us on this trip to be able to visit other parts of California, like Long Beach and like Palm Springs as well. and we've been able to see the breadth of California. Yes, it's all glitter and glitz and glamour and noise and hoopla, but it's also very, very beautiful as well. It's been a privilege to come here again to California.